is
Yeah.
I rolled with fear. That gives one fear token to the DM. That's the DM's turn. So it's not like you have 5 or 6 rounds of fear tokens stacking up and then you can use a fuck both fear tokens all at once. He can save them if he wants, but it does kind of incentivize the DM to try to spend them when he gets them.
Yeah. I think in some of it they probably need to just neuter how many fear tokens a DM can get in an instance.
Yeah, or increase...
Or maybe increase the cost.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Increase the cost of actions. Like, movement...
Maybe assign
like
a challenge
fear.
level. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to say movement can be like 1 fear token, but like a DM shouldn't have any abilities that are 1 fear token.
Yeah. Like I would say maybe if you're going to activate a monster, lower grade monsters maybe 1 fear token, then some of the higher end challenge monsters could be 2 tokens or 3 tokens.
Right.
That way the heavy hitters don't just come in on 1 and then just emaciate a group.
I think the terminology that they used in their one-shot could also be misleading, because they would roll both their hope and their fear dice, and then the way they told Matt what the results were is they would say like 14 with hope, and if you weren't 100% certain about the whole hope and fear die thing, you would think to yourself, oh, they rolled 14, but they were just rolling their hope dice.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the case. That's not how it worked. But I could see how the terminology could confuse somebody and make them think, oh, they're just rolling hope dice? Yeah,
that's what I thought the same thing when I watched the one shot before I went back and watched the how to play.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you could choose, the players would just constantly choose hope. Because then they'd never give the DM any fear tokens, and they'd constantly be stacking hope tokens for themselves. So obviously you can't let an individual choose. But yeah, you could also have really weirdly skewed fights in the opposite direction, where the players just constantly roll with hope and the DM never gets a turn.
Yep.
And then you're like, well, what do I do now? As a DM, you're just like, I haven't had a turn in like 8 rounds. What do I do? And it's like, well, there's no way for the DM to go. That's the whole point, is the DM can't go until somebody rolls with fear. That was one thing I had mentioned, is I was like, it's a common thing. A lot of people think that it's a really common thing that if you're going to flip heads or tails, you're only going to flip heads or tails the same number of times in a row, like 2 or 3 times before it goes to the other side. But that's not the case. You could flip a heads or tails coin. You can flip it tails like 10 times in a row. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah. I mean, it's not impossible. I've seen 5 in a row very, very frequent. So it's like, well.
You thought that the bigger monster took more fear tokens because of the one shot. He couldn't activate him because he didn't have enough tokens to do it. You are correct. Yeah, that's the one thing of like, DMs may want to save some of their tokens so that they can activate a higher tier monster or activate a higher tier ability on a monster that's already on the field. But there's so many other things in the game that give the DM fear tokens as well. It's not just rolling fear that does it. There were like 3 or 4 other ways to do it.
Like spells or...
Yeah. Yeah, I will say, combat felt a little faster than normal. But I also feel like their play style leans really well to this system, but the system may not work well for a lot of playstyles.
No, this is very much story driven for play.
I felt like having, that's another thing, is I felt like having some of the abilities that were like, you get an extra D6 if you tell a fun anecdote about your character. I was all like, that feels stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
Like here I'm supposed to tell you a story to activate this bonus.
Yeah,
like,
and it's, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to emphasize, like, working as a team, sharing information, being story heavy, and stuff like that. But to have an ability get stronger because you tell one of your friends, you're doing a good job, it feels cheesy.
not wrong.
Like, I do like the emphasis on teamwork, but maybe they could alter the requirements to be like, you know, if you use this attack in coordination with another character's ability, you get an extra D6 of damage or something. Or you can add a D4 chance to hit. Kind of like the team-up ability, but less impactful. But yeah, I think it's still probably got like another year's worth of adjustments to it. And they even specifically stated, like, you could tell at the end of their play session that even some of the people at the table were like, yeah, there's still issues with this. I got that feeling from, I want to say I got that feeling from Travis and Sam, that they were both like, we liked it, but there were things we'd like to change. But I think the reason they're not just saying that, or they're not just relying on themselves to make those decisions, is because, and it makes sense, they feel like they may be biased to their own system they're developing, which is completely valid.
They're gonna have to hurry because I very much believe that next year when it launches, this branch of Critical Role's Campaign 3 will be over within the time frame that they'll release Daggerheart.
Yeah.
Daggerheart will be a brand new campaign.
Yeah, I tend to agree. It only makes sense. Like, why would they play someone else's system in the next campaign if they have their own? Yeah, Travis didn't get a lot to do during the... Well, I watch a couple of D&D YouTubers that generally have similar opinions to stuff that I do, so I know that, like, if they talk about something in a particular way that I haven't experienced, there's a good chance that I would feel a similar way that they do. But there's a couple I watch, and they were like, I think one of them said that in the one shot, there's a type of enemy that is immune to physical damage. He can only be hurt by magical damage, which is fine. But the problem with that was half of his party only dealt physical damage, and the enemy had an ability where if it got dealt physical damage, it could, like, incapacitate the character who just attacked it. And they were like, so half of the party just kind of sat back and didn't do anything because it was actually detrimental to attack the monster. It was better for them to do nothing than it was for them to engage, because if they engaged, much worse consequences would happen than if they just didn't fight. And I was like, that's a problem. You know, that needs to be addressed.
Well, it's also, some of it's just party balance.
Yeah, for sure. But even in they were using the pre-made campaign module, the little one-shot module, and the pre-made characters that came with the campaign. So even the characters that came with that module were already unbalanced for the fight that the module had in it.
Well, they also spread themselves across all of them.
Yeah.
Like, they all, like, well, we're going to have one guy of this, 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 because they're trying to show off all the different classes.
Oh, I'm not talking about Critical Role.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm talking about one of the guys I watched that played the module with a bunch of his friends.
Oh, okay.
So, like, they downloaded the rule book, they got all the rule books, and the rule book comes with a one-shot, and the one-shot comes with pre-made one-shot characters. And they used the pre-made one-shot characters to play the one-shot, and used the pre-made enemies for the one-shot. And they were like... They made a one-shot with an enemy in it that invalidated half of the one-shot characters that they made.
Okay, yeah.
Which they were like... It's either bad balancing on the enemy play or bad balancing with what characters they built, or like they didn't do it right, and it made it feel awkward that they were like, we understand that there should be like, you're immune to magic damage or you're immune to physical damage. We're like, that makes sense because D&D has that, but the punishment was so severe for it that they were like, it just doesn't even make sense for us to even engage the enemy. We need to stand back and do nothing. And then they were like, you can't really have a fight where half of your team just doesn't do anything because it makes more sense that way.
And that's where you need, instead of immune to physical damage,
Yeah, resistant or...
resistance.
Stuff like that, exactly. So the one shot just wasn't balanced well. And they were like, that feels weird. Old timer needs... Oh, that's a scout. That's another flatbed. But yeah, I think it has a lot of promise. I'm really excited to see where they go with it. But it definitely needs work. You just woke up? Can't believe it, Baka. How could you do this to me?
How could this happen to me?
Let's go up here to that.
I recovered my concrete slab.
Let's
And my
go.
brick. I'm going to try and recover my bricks now by putting them on top. Unsecured.
Ooh. Where the hell am I taking this? Oh, there. Okay. She misses all the TTRPG talk. Well, now that we're done with it. She was here for almost the exact same conversation the other day.
Yeah, you just missed my opinion, that's all. It's not that good.
Well,
No!
she knows what my opinion is, and your and my opinion is pretty close to each other. I think give it another 6 months, and they'll come out with like an update, like a big update to their beta test, and it'll probably be significant.
It's one thing about the fan base for Critical Role is they're pretty rad.
Oh yeah. They're gonna let them know. They're not gonna be shy about it. That was one thing Cappy saw on their Reddit was somebody had posted something to the effect of like, by the way, you guys, we were going to test out their beta. It doesn't help them to say, it's great, we love it. Or, the whole thing sucks. Like, you gotta give, like, specifics. What do you like? What do you not like? Why do you like it? Why do you not like it? We love Critical Role. Everything you do is a perfect 10. It's like, that's not helpful.
Woohoo! I got my stuff.
Hey.
See if I can get away from this godforsaken mistake.
You're a person I'll want to bounce an idea off of about this this current campaign. I don't want to do it here live, but I'll want to send you like Discord messages. It's like I'm only like 2 or 3 episodes behind, so I'm not even that far back, but I have very specific thoughts about what is happening. And I'm like, I want to share with somebody who's like equal or further ahead with me and see if I'm like being crazy with my thoughts, or if they're like, huh, interesting, I hadn't thought that might make sense.
Sure. You're a couple. Okay, so if you're a couple behind, where are you at? What's the last thing you recall happening? Because I think I know where it is, but we'll just remember.
They are at the lake, and they're getting.
Gotcha.
They have finished the encounter at the lake, and they're heading back to the port.
Gotcha.
So that's only like 2 episodes back. It's not that far.
Yep. 100% know where you're at. Oh, I hope I can make it to the fuel station. I don't think I'll make it to the fuel station, but I'm gonna hope that I make it to the fuel station.
Where are you trying to make it to?
The fuel station.
Oh, fuel. Okay. Gotcha.
I'm in trouble. Run out of gas right before the damn fuel station.
Don't you hate that? You're like, if I had like 1 more gallon, I could coast in, but I just don't.
I'm in deep snow,
Ugh.
muck, and I can't really pull myself right now because of...
Where are you at on the map?
Cosmodrome near the railway.
Oh, you're in a completely different map. Okay, never mind.
Come on, I just drove through here. Hold to push my load back up on the bed. Shake your 4 gallons.
I believe.
3 gallons. Oh, come on, get me on the road.
Well, if you stall out right beforehand, don't recover. Just Go get
Yeah.
an F750 or something.
Out of fuel, damn it. And I can see the fuel station.
So close.
Back to the garage. Is there, what's close by? Is there something, is there a vehicle that's just like right nearby for some reason?
Okay. Did I need to take this to Astronaut Town, it says?
Astronaut Town?
It literally, it's called Astronaut Town. I'm like, alright, whatevs.
I'm gonna borrow your F.
Borrow whatever you need. Don't bother me none.
Pull it out of the ice that it's in. Oh my god, you buried this thing.
Is that my F750 over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's trashed.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure I stole some fuels from it.
Thank you. There we go. We'll do it. Almost got it out.
That's hot.
Buns. Hell, did you get it this week?
I'd actually driven a different truck into that ice, and then I drove my F750 out there to fuel it back up because I ran out of fuel, and then I used the F750 to winch myself out of the ice in my bigger truck. So I'm pretty sure I like pulled it down into the ice further.
Well, I got it up by the pole,
Oh wow.
but I can't take it any further than that.
The pole that's behind it? Or that was behind it?
There's just nothing. There's just there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Back to the garage. I tried. At least it's pull-outable now.
I'll probably just go recover it, to be honest.
I need something with some fuel hauling capabilities. Oh, I hate coffee.
Made crit roll into a card game? I don't know what you're talking about. Unless you're talking about Daggerheart a little bit. I don't know if this is going to work with this trailer, but we're going to give it a shot. Carrying a 5-slot trailer that's fully loaded. Sometimes I struggled to get up this hill with no trailer attached at all. Let's see. Okay. Looks like I made it. Looks like I made it. Bro, I should become a professional singer. No.
Sing all the greatest hits.
Yeah, man.
Put out an album.
I'm gonna start a band, and my band's name is gonna be Various Artists. And all my albums are gonna be called Greatest Hits Volume 1, Volume 2, etc. Greatest Hits by Various Artists, Volume 1.
Dreams are made of me.
Oh no, they'd be original songs though.
Oh.
That's just the name of my band and the name of my album. It's got nothing to do with the songs. We're not doing covers. We just sell a lot of copies from people who are confused. Oh god.
What the hell is this song? Back in the day of LimeWire and Napster, every time you see a song and then you download it and it was something that absolutely wasn't that.
Yes. It's
Like
definitely
every time
not
I was
what
like,
you were looking for.
I'd be like, this is a Weird Al song, but it's about Coca-Cola or something like that. And then it would be something completely different. And I'm like, who the hell sings this? Who's making this?
UVS Games. Never even heard of that.
AwesomeMattG games?
Oh, I can't read this.
Us Tarth make best strudel. That's all, just strudel.
Huh.
The Uber General writes this to you.
Yeah, it does look like they're making some kind of a card game. Interesting that they only have 2 decks right now, but it makes it seem like you're supposed to fight other people with the cards. I don't understand. Maybe it's like a maybe it's kind of like universes where like there's card decks from all kinds of different media and they're balanced against each other. So like Critical Role versus something that has nothing to do with Critical Role. So I think there's only one task left on this map, and I think it's Old Timer. That is a scout flatbed. I'd need a scout car. All right. The F-750 does not have a scout hookup. This was a pretty good truck. Does it have good customization options here?
Turn, you piece of garbage. No. Hurrah!
All right, let's see. Old Timer's there. What if I could get to here, perhaps?
I took a shortcut.
How'd that work out for you?
It was a little difficult, but I made it. Shaved probably about 15 minutes of a drive.
Oh man, worth.
Now I just don't need to follow the river. Fuck, 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 fuck.
Alright, let's try this. See how this works.
Damn truck. Tattering. Take some more ibuprofen.
Word.
Weather is wreaking havoc with my head.
Let me know when you get that job turned in.
I'm trying.
Oh no, we're not, I'm not in a rush.
I have to. My Tatterin's gonna go over here and refill. And then I'm gonna use my Tatterin to pull my truck.
Okay. Anybody out there watching in chat get motion sick? Not even a little? Good. You should be fine.
There she is.
Well? Oh.
Refuel source, roof rack, target, rod. Fuck.
There's a few trials where you have to drive first person. I've not seen any trials like that. What are you talking about?
Okay. I cannot refuel my truck.
Okay, are you at a refueling location?
No.
Where are you? Or,
My
well,
Tatterin is...
so how are you trying to refuel?
My Tatterin from my roof rack into the garage.
Oh, okay. Go to the garage.
Yeah.
I'll jump into your Tatterin and refuel for you.
Stargiver Days. Lawgiver Days. That's what. Not Stargiver. Lawgiver Days.
Oh, are you good?
Yeah, I'm in the garage.
You're in Cosmodrome. Where's your Tatterin? So you want to refuel the Grodd?
Yes.
Okay, you have 32 gallons in the Grodd now.
Hooray. Back to my Tatterin. Want, I can unload the slabs and bricks at this refuel station if you're ready to call it a night.
No, no, no. I'll let you try to deliver them. Like I said, I'm not in a huge rush or anything. I don't think there's time to do anything after that delivery. So I don't want you to finish that delivery and then start working on something else. And then have me be all like, what are you doing?
Amazing. I cannot even fill it up at a fuel station.
No, you have to get out and go to the garage and that could fill you up.
I'll just switch over to my Tatterin.
Okay.
Change truck Tatterin. This is...
Welcome to netcode. Oh, so by trials you mean the like timed things, right? That's what you mean, Lucid? Yeah, I don't do
All right. Ready whenever you are.
What are we doing?
Filling up the Grodd full. I'm at a fuel station.
Stand by.
I lost a brick somewhere, but I'll pick it up when I go back.
Wait, I'm sorry. What am I doing?
Filling the Grodd.
How does this work? You're not even in the
Not
fuel
from the
station.
Tatterin, from the
There we
fuel
go.
station.
All right. All right, you're good.
Okay. Change truck Grodd. I gotta go find where I lost my brick.
This little Lodestar 1700's a honking little scout truck, man.
I like it. It's fun to play with.
Yeah.
There's my bricks.
The beefy little dude.
Just a beefy little guy.
Just innocent men.
Holy smokes, this this is just garbage. Woo! Ah! Crane mode? Catch? Bring this back up on the trailer? You know it's serious when everything's quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, finally.
Nobody's saying anything.
I'm just getting eaten alive in mud. Did I take a wrong turn? Did I take a wrong turn? I took a wrong turn. What? Is there a place where I could ford the river? I'm really gonna look for one right now because I have just made a mistake. Is this fordable here? It doesn't look like it. Whoa! Oh, goodness. Think I'm gonna just get to a point where it's not crappy driving, and I'm going to unload and call it, because I've taken so many wrong turns tonight. I am the best.
Nice.
Oh, Lord. And here we go again.
How do you keep taking wrong turns? You know you can, like, use GPS markers, right?
I'm not paying attention to where I'm driving.
Oh, no.
One would think that I would set waypoints right now, but my dumbass has been like, I got this. Come on. All right, there's the railroad tracks. Now let me turn down the road that I was actually supposed to turn down. Fucking dumb butt. you dare roll. Well, I just ran over your giant pipe.
Oh.
I'm tired of driving through sludgy shit.
Yeah, I just got out of it.
You son of a bitch. Turn, turn, turn. God. Nope, I just lost my bricks. Train mode.
Alright, all the tasks in this map are now done.
Woohoo! Driving dangerously with bricks over a river. I made it to the old church. All right, what's the damage? How far am I from? You know what? I'm almost there to mission control. I'm just going to do it. If you have the time.
Okay. Nope, there.
I'll pray the bricks don't fall in the water. I succeeded. Love you. Ugh. Go, truck, go. Oh, you know what's going to be hilarious? I bet I run out of fuel again. And there goes the bricks. Come on. Just one thing, please. I'm going to hurt someone.
Yeah.
Probably me. Probably me. You want to guess what happened? Gold. I can't unpack my. Unpacking and leaving it there. But I gotta roll the truck first to unpack it. Take it out. That is frustrating. Oh, those are big boulders. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, God. Bounce, 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 bounce. Oh, did you find my shame?
Yep. All right, you're flipped over.
Hooray! I still have this stuff? Here.
You dropped something behind you.
Yeah, I know. Rain mode. Back up. Rain mode. Come on. Catch. Let's drag it through the mud. Go over here to the little town and unload this stuff right over here.
Okay.
Don't mind me, I'm walking my dog. There's a mission here. Brick? Brick? Oh, I gotta unpack this slab, damn it. Oh no, it's not. Good. And
Here we go. All right. Well, thanks for playing with me, Athos.
well, thanks for letting me drive around and spill all my cargo all over the ground all the time.
Yeah. We'll have to do it again.
Yes, indeed.